afternoon po everyone, and we are here back again discussing another topic for today, which is the definition and graph of linear equations into variables. Are you ready to learn? Let's explore. We have the first exercises. We're going to write the equations in standard and in general form. Let's have this equation, 3x minus 4 over 5 is equal to 7/1. Since we have a fraction here, we're going to multiply all the terms by the LCD, which is 5. Then we have 15x minus 4 times 5 is 20, divided by 5 is 4, is equal to 7y times 5 is 35y. Then we have 15x minus 35y is equal to 4. So this is our equation in standard form. And for our general form, we're going to write all the terms in the left side and equate it to 0. Then we have 15x minus 35y minus 4 is equal to 0. So, ayan na po. Let's try this one. Since we have also a term which is a fraction, we're going to find or to multiply the LCD. So, ang multiply po natin ay 2. Then, we have negative 6 times 4 minus y is equal to x. So, sa negative 3 lang po tayo nag-multiply ng 2 and i-multiply na lang po natin siya or i-distribute na lang po natin siya sa quantity form 4 minus y. Then, we have negative 6 times 4 is negative 24. Negative 6 times negative y is positive 6y is equal to x. Then we have negative x plus 6y is equal to 24. Since we must have a positive a, therefore we're going to multiply negative 1 in all the terms. After multiplying negative 1, we got x minus 6y is equal to negative 24. So this is our equation in standard form. For our general form, we have x minus 6y plus 24 is equal to 0. For our third example, we are to multiply 3 to all terms since this is our LCD. Therefore, we have 2/3 times 3 is 2 times the quantity x minus 6 is equal to negative 2 times 3 is negative 6 times the quantity y minus 1. Distribute all the value 2 and negative 6 to this quantity, 2 to this quantity. So 2 times x is 2x, 2 times negative 6 is negative 12 is equal to negative 6y plus 6, since negative 6 times negative 1 is positive. Let's continue. So writing it in standard form, 2x, my 6 negative 6y going to the left will become positive 6y. Then transposing negative 12 to the right side, 6 plus 12. So 2x plus 6y is equal to 18. And in lowest term, since we must have a greatest common factor of 1, this will become x plus 3y is equal to 9. And for our general form, x plus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0. Determine whether point -2, 3, and point 1, -4 are solutions of the equation 3x plus 4y is equal to 6. Let's try first point 1, -2, 3. Given the equation 3x plus 4y is equal to 6. Using the x and y coordinates or values, we have 3 times -2 plus 4 times 3 is equal to 6. 3 times -2 is -6. 4 times 3 is 12 is equal to 6. -6 plus 12 is +6 is equal to 6. So, point -2 and 3 is a solution of the equation 3x plus 4y is equal to 6. Let's try point 2, 1, -4. If it is a solution of the equation. So 3x plus 4y is equal to 6. Substitute the values of x and y. 3 times 1 plus 4 times -4 is equal to 6. So 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times -4 is -16 is equal to 6. So 3 plus -16 is -13 is equal to 6, which is not equal. So it is false. Therefore, point 1, -4 is not a solution to the equation 3x plus 4y is equal to 6. Let's have the graph of 2x plus y is equal to 1. First, we need to write the equation in slope-intercept form to determine the y-intercept of the equation. Therefore, we have y is equal to -2x plus 1. The slope of the line is -2 and the y-intercept is 1. So using this information, we can graph the equation 2x plus y is equal to 1. B is equal to 1, meaning that the graph passes through or crosses through the y-axis at +1. So ito po yung ating point. Then, since our slope is -2, ibig sabihin, m is equal to rise over run. This is equal to 2 over 1. And this negative sign indicates that the graph decreasing from left to right. So we're going to to determine the rise and the run. So we're going to find the point below the y-intercept. Rise is 2, so we have 1, 2, and the run is 1, 1. So the other point is here. So let's try to graph. So ayan na po. Yan po yung graph ng ating equation 2x plus y is equal to 1. And if we're going to find the other points of the line, just use the slope -2. So 1 from this point, 2, and the run of 1. So another point here. Another rise na 2, and a run of 1. So take note that the negative sign indicates that the graph is decreasing from left to right. Let's try to graph x minus 3y is equal to 2. So we're going to write it in slope-intercept form. X or negative 3y is equal to x, negative x plus 2. Dividing all the terms by negative 3, then we have y is equal to negative times negative divided by negative 3 is positive 1/3 x plus 2/3. So we have the slope of 1/3. Since we have fractional y-intercept, we can use another method in how we can find a point, which is a whole number. So we can find the value of our x-intercepts. So in finding the x-intercepts, we let y equal to 0. So therefore, x minus 3 times 0 is equal to 2. X minus 0 is equal to 2. Therefore, x is equal to 2. And the x-intercept now is 2, 0. This means that the graph crosses the x-axis at positive 2. So we have this point. From this point, we can now determine another point using the slope 1/3. And the slope is positive. Meaning that the graph of the line increasing from left to right. So papunta sa right yung ating point. So let's count 1 rise and 3 run. So 1 rise, then 3 run. Or we can find another point below, counting 1 rise or 1 fall. So since rise above, fall below. Fall. And count 3 runs to the left. 1, 2, 3. So this is another point. And if we're going to connect the points, our line is this. So ayan po. Nakuha po or naintindihan po ba? Very good. Next po tayo. Graph 4y is equal to 10. So in this case po, 0 po yung ating A. And kapag 0 po yung ating A, the graph of the line or the graph is a horizontal line. Kapag 0 po yung ating A. Thus, we have 4y is equal to 10. Simplify po natin, dividing both sides by 4. So, y is equal to 10 over 4 is equal to 5 over 2. This means that the graph passes through the y-axis at 5 halves and it is parallel to the x-axis rather. So ito po. 5 over 2 is 2.5. So if we're going to sketch the graph, so ito po siya. Ayan po. So lahat po ay nandito po. So pwedeng nandito, y is equal to 5 halves. So ayan po. So laging tatandaan po na kapag 0 po yung ating A, the graph of the equation is a horizontal line. In this case naman po, 0 naman po yung ating B. So we have 3x. Simplify po natin. 3 plus 12. Since negative 12 going to the right is positive. So 3x is equal to 15. Simplifying x. X is equal to 5. And kapag yung ating b naman ay 0, the graph of the line or the equation is a vertical line po. So, ayan po siya. And the slope of this line is undefined. And I want to discuss also the slope of the horizontal line. So, pag horizontal line din po, yung slope niya po ay 0. So, ayan po. Magkaiba po sila ng slope. 0 po pag horizontal line and pag vertical line po is undefined. Next po to graph is the equation 3x minus 2y is equal to 1. In this case po, if we're going to find the x and y intercepts, the values are fractions po. So, better po na we can use the trial and error method to find for the values of x and y. Or if you want to try to find the x and y intercepts, pwede din po. So, if we're going to have 1 or to use 1 for x, so 3, if x is equal to 1, 3 times 1 minus 2y is equal to 1. So, 3 minus 2y is equal to 1. Then, 3, ilipat natin yung 1. Minus 1 is equal to, ilipat natin yung 2y sa right side para maging positive. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2y. And we can now find the value of y. Dividing by 2. So 1 is equal to y. So we have already a point 1, 1. If we have already a point, we can now use the slope. So let's find now the slope of this line. So 3x minus 2y is equal to 1. So negative 2y is equal to negative 3x plus 1. Dividing all the terms by negative 2. Therefore, we have y is equal to negative divided by negative is positive. 3 over 2x. Positive 1 divided by negative 2 is negative 1/2. Therefore, the slope of this line is positive 3 over 2. Meaning, the graph rises from left to right. Using the point 1, 1. So, let's count 3 units up. 1, 2, 3, and 2 units to the left. Our run. To the right rather. So, ito po yung ating another point, or you can use, or you can find a point below here. So, 3 fall, or 3 units downward. 1, 2, 3, and 2 units to the left. 1, 2. So, here is another point. And if we're going to sketch the graph, here it is. So, ayan, very good. We're going to show that the 3 points A, 2, 4, B, 4, 6, M, IC, 6, 8 are collinear. So, we're going to determine the slope of the 2 points. So, we have M, AB. So, using the points of AB. So, let's take x sub 2, 4, y sub 2, 6, and x sub 1 is 2, y sub 1 is 4. So y sub 2 is 6 for point B, minus y sub 1, which is 4 for point A. X sub 2 is 4 for point B, minus x sub 1, 2. So we have 6 minus 4 is 2, 4 minus 2 is 2. So the slope is 1. Let's find now the slope between points B and C. So let's use point C, our y sub 2, x sub 2 and y sub 2, and our point B, x sub 1, y sub 1. So our y sub 1 is 2 minus y sub 1 is y sub 2 is 8 minus y sub 1 is 6 all over x sub 2 is 6, x sub 1 is 4, 8 minus 6 is 2, 6 minus 4 is 2. So we have the same slope. Let's try the slope between points A and C. So we're going to use x sub 2 and y sub 2 for point C, x sub 1 and y sub 1 for point A. So 8 minus 4 all over 6 minus 2, we have 4 over 4 is equal to 1. So the points between 2 points, or the slope between 2 points, is equal to 1. Therefore, these 3 points are collinear. Intercepts of the equation y is equal to negative 3x minus 4. Then sketch the graph using only the intercepts. We have the equation y is equal to negative 3x minus 4. To find x-intercept, let y equals to 0. So 0 is equal to negative 3x minus 4. So 3x is equal to negative 4. X is equal to negative 4/3. Since we are going to divide both sides by 3. Then, to find the y-intercept, let x equals to 0. So y is equal to negative 3 times 0 minus 4. So therefore, y is equal to, since negative 3 times 0 is 0, we have y is equal to negative 4. And using these intercepts, negative 4/3, 0, yung ating y, then 0, negative 4. Using the coordinates, we have this graph. Yan na po. Equation of the line in slope-intercept form that passes through 4, 2, and parallel to y is equal to negative 3 over 4x minus 5. Using the equation, y is equal to negative 3 over 4x minus 5. The slope is equal to negative 3 over 4. When we are talking with parallel lines, they have always the same slope po. Remember po. So, using the slope, we can now find the equation. Using the slope-intercept form, y is equal to mx plus b. And using the points 4, 2, we can find b, and using also the value of the slope. So we have 2 for y. M is equal to negative 3 over 4 times 4 for x plus b. So 2 is equal to negative 3/4 times 4 is negative 3 plus b. So 2, lilipat natin sa left, magiging positive 3. is equal to b. So 5 is equal to b, which is our y-intercept. Therefore, our equation now in slope-intercept form is equal to y is equal to negative 3 over 4x plus 5. So ito na po yung ating equation. Naintindihan po ba? I hope na nag-enjoy pa po kayo sa ating discussion today. Let's proceed to the last one. Find the equation of the line in slope-intercept form that passes through negative 3, 3, and perpendicular to y is equal to 7 over 3x plus 3. So we have the equation y is equal to 7 over 3x plus 3. We have the slope m is equal to 7 over 3. And when we are talking with perpendicular lines, always remember that the slope is always the negative reciprocal of the slope of the given line. So if the slope of this line is 7 over 3, so the slope of the line perpendicular to this given line is m sub 2 is equal to negative 3 over 7, which is the negative reciprocal. So using the slope-intercept form, y is equal to mx plus b. We have the point negative 3, 3. Using y is equal to 3, and then the slope is negative 3 over 7, and the value of x is negative 3 plus b. Therefore, we have 3 is equal to 9 over 7 plus b. So multiplying the LCD, which is 7, so we have 21 is equal to 9 plus 7b. Then 21 minus 9 is equal to 7b. And 21 minus 9 is 12 is equal to 7b. Therefore, b is equal to 12 over 7. And our equation now is equal to y is equal to the slope negative 3 over 7x plus b, which is 12 over 7. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you learned something today. Have a nice day. Keep safe for everyone.